Welcome back, Jayhawks fans, to Over 50. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button, share this video with your friends out there, comment down below. And I had to delay the recording of this video, one, because the grandkids just do not, I can't record with them until they're asleep, and I had to watch the Bob Huggins post-game presser. That guy he has got to be the Bill Belichick of college basketball when it comes to press conferences, but I'll get to that in a second. Just looking at the stats here, Kansas just played amazing, but of course West Virginia was on tired legs. This game was really never in doubt, and after the technical foul Congo line, or the technical foul Oprah style, where everyone gets a card, you get a technical, and you get a technical, and you get a technical. And then Bob Huggins was gone with 10 minutes to go in the game. And it was just, after that, it just wasn't a game. Look at the rebounds. I've been saying it all year long. 27 rebounds for West Virginia. Kansas with 48. I mean, that is just a huge difference. And if you look at Kansas, their scoring, it was good. I mean, McCormick, it wasn't a double-double. He had 9 points and 5 rebounds. But the big thing here is David McCormick only played 10 minutes. So this is going to come into play when they play TCU tomorrow. Because TCU, Miles, he's got that injury. So is he going to be able to come back, and is he going to be able to come back at 100% strength? But you look at David McCormick, he's rested. Abaji only played 30 minutes. That's down from what he normally plays. He's usually a 35-minute guy. Brown only played 31 minutes. Wilson played 27. I mean, Bill Self, he went out and unloaded the bench. I mean, Mitch Lightfoot, 23 minutes of playing time. Yesufu played 17. Remy Martin had double-digit minutes. Jalen, old man Lands, as I like to call him, because he's on his, seventh team or seventh year of college basketball with 7 teams, sport. I don't remember. I mean, the dude's been around longer than Mitch Lightfoot. He had 10 minutes of play, and they had production too. Lightfoot was in double digits with 10 points. Old man Lands had 7. So it was just a dominant game. There's really, not a whole lot to really cover with that, but I'm just immensely entertained watching Bob Huggins talk. I think 2 things I think about when it comes to Bob Huggins. I think that dude would be hilarious to go out drinking with. I could just see him being a riot all night long. I mean, I don't know if I would put that on my bucket list, but I could just see that being immensely fun. But they asked the question of Bob Huggins, how was it watching the last 10 minutes of the first half and the entire second half from the locker room? They need bigger TVs. It's extremely hard to see on such a small screen. It's just very Bill Belichick, type answer, just short and to the point. But he's talking about the size of the TVs. And then they asked him what he thought about, was he surprised at the technical fouls, getting, the 2 technical fouls back to back. And he said, in 45 years of coaching, nothing surprises me anymore. And they asked him if he'd comment on it. And he said there's nothing he could really say that would help him or the university. It basically would hurt the university. So he's not going to say anything. So, if you get a chance to watch that, that would probably be a good thing to watch. The West Virginia Blue and Gold Network, they always cover that. But it's just always entertaining to watch him. He did give his some insight. Bruce Weber resigned at Kansas as Kansas State's head coach today, and of course, the 2 of them, Bruce Weber and Bob Huggins, shook hands last night in the I guess the sportsmanship line. I keep on calling it the Juwan Howard Slugfest line. But he said that when he was, they had a brief moment talking to him. He said that he did not see this coming. and he doesn't really think, he made it sound like he didn't think that Bruce Weber was going to hang it up. And I think Bruce Weber probably will take a year off, maybe go into broadcasting, and then maybe, dip his feet back into the water and wait out and see what he can get. I think he'll probably be back, but Kansas State is just a hard place to put anything together. And when you're just down the road from Kansas, I mean, that's just a recipe for a disaster. But it was kind of interesting to hear Bob Huggins make a comment, and I didn't know if this was directed at Bill Self or not, but he said it's never easy. You can't, forget exactly how I worded it, but not everybody can go into a position where you have a program that's already established. Now, if that was a shot at Bill Self, okay, all right, yes, Roy Williams did not leave the cupboard bare when he moved on to North Carolina, but Bill Self, Huggy Bear, just check this out for a moment, but Bill Self has 16 conference titles and 16 home losses at Allen Fieldhouse. Over the course of, all those years, you still have to go and recruit. You still have to maintain the program. So I don't know. I didn't know if that was a cheap shot at Bill Self. Maybe I'm just reading into it, but it just seemed kind of interesting how, because Bob Huggins said, I was at Kansas State for a year. So I just kind of, the two schools are so close to each other. So anyhow, that's my take on the game. And, I had to give my insight because, Bob Huggins, or, give my 2 cents on what he said at his presser, because it's just hilarious. But he said they're looking forward to going and getting a trophy and bringing home whatever they can bring home. So, but what this does is, with Baylor losing to Oklahoma, this totally opens up the door for Kansas to get a number 1 seed in the Midwest and be a number 1 seed in Fort Worth instead of being a number 2 seed. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go, Jayhawks fans. Tomorrow will be an interesting game, but I think Kansas will be well rested. If you look at the minutes, like I showed you, the starters were not really taxed today. So with that, I'm going to let you all roll out of here. And until tomorrow night, hopefully we got another victory that we can talk about. And we're looking at playing either it probably right now it's looking like it's going to be Texas Tech is going to be Iowa State. So hopefully we'll be looking at, the winner of Oklahoma and Texas Tech in the championship. So Jayhawks fans, take it easy and rock chalk.